Chapter 1. Vowing is not acting. It is a great oath to life. Hello everyone. Today, let's talk about vow power. Many of us make resolutions, perhaps a quiet promise to quit a bad habit, but we often fail to uphold them for even a week. In the Maharatnakutta Sutra, 60 Bodhisattvas vowed to protect the Dharma regardless of body or life. You might think that sounds extreme, but it is actually deeply relevant to our daily lives. What does uphold mean? Up is to guard. Hold is to grasp without letting go. If you make a vow and then toss it aside the moment food or entertainment beckons, you aren't just lying to the Buddhas, you are lying to yourself. Why is self-deception the most dangerous? Because karma doesn't vanish just because you forgot. When you trick yourself into indulgence, you are the one who eventually inherits the suffering and the misfortune. Those who truly understand causality guard their vows as they guard their lives. They know that if one is willing to transcend the fear of death for a vow, then mere cravings for food and play are easily let go. This disregard for body and life is actually a state of extreme clarity regarding the consequences of existence. Chapter 2. The truth behind the law of attraction. In life we often complain, why am I surrounded by ungrateful people? Why is everyone constantly clashing and criticizing? It sounds like a paradox if we are all the same type of people. Shouldn't we get along? There is an intersection here between physics and Buddhism. In physics, like poles repel, but in karmic law, similar natures attract. Decoding same verses, different. The magnetic mismatch. The teacher offers a piercing insight. We must distinguish between where you and those around you are the same and where you are different. Behavioral sameness. If you love to criticize and nag, you will attract people who love to criticize and nag. You are identical in the nature of creating verbal karma. This is your common karma field, the entry ticket that brings your tribe together. Psychological difference. Why do you still repel each other? Because your intentions are misaligned. In Buddhism, this is the state of difference. For example, if you want someone to help you, you vow, but they are busy with their own affairs, their mind. The conflict creates friction, because you have a habit of criticizing when not satisfied. You inevitably attract those who refuse to satisfy you. You have reached a stunning agreement on the point of disagreeing with each other. The power of magnetization. Who is turning whom? This is the essence of the field. An arrogant person's field is saturated with arrogance. This energy acts as a magnet for others who are arrogant or ungrateful. Your karma can even infect neutral people. If you are constantly wailing in agony, you will sour the mood of someone who started their day happy. Practice is a process of magnetization. Iron has no magnetic property of its own, but if exposed to a magnet long enough, it becomes one. It's a matter of whose field is stronger. The choice of life. If you want to change your environment, you must change your own magnetism. If you find yourself surrounded by the heartless, it is your own karma that summoned them. Will you remain a broken magnet that attracts trash? Or will you become a fragrance-imbued person who radiates grace and transforms others? Chapter 3. Realistic knowledge. Don't use a car wheel as a parasol. This is today's most vital metaphor. We often live in delusion. Imagine a car. You're afraid of the sun, so you rip off the wheels and hold them over your head as a parasol. You feel clever and confident, but the car won't move. Then you complain that the car is junk. This is a lack of realistic knowledge. Yathvutajanya. Wheels are for moving, not for shade. In life, when we treat high sugar foods or fried junk as rewards or treats, we are holding the wheel over our heads. Realistic knowledge is right view. You must know as it truly is, that cake might taste like heaven, but its destruction of your brain chemistry and endocrine system is also real. It puts your organs in a semi-scrapped state, leading to unexplained pain, mood swings, and the erosion of your career. If you lack this knowledge, you will simply follow your impulses, thinking you are enjoying life while you are actually dismantling the wheels of your existence. Chapter 4. The fragrance imbued. How habits are infused. Why can't we break bad habits? Because they are infused into us. The Shurangama Sutra mentions the fragrance imbued person. Someone who works with incense will smell of it even after washing. This is Vizam karmic imprinting. Your speech, diet, and thoughts have been infused over a lifetime. You have faith, vow, and action toward hot pot and desserts because your connection to them is deep. You lack them for the Dharma because your connection is shallow. Connections can be built. If you want to break a craving for junk food, use negative infusion. Constantly contemplate how an apple was soaked in chemicals or how sugar ravages your nerves. Dwell on the taste of the poison. Eventually, you will view that food like an old enemy, and the craving will naturally wither. Likewise, to build right view, you must stay in that incense-making environment for hours a day. 1 hour of practice against 23 hours of distraction will never leave a scent. Chapter 5. The detox of transformation pain is the sign of realignment. Finally, let's talk about the process. Many try to change but quit at the first sign of pain. When detoxing from an addictive food, you might feel miserable, achy, and sick. But remember, that pain is the body adjusting. It is the sharp, localized pain of a broken bone being reset. If you don't endure the brief, acute pain of realignment, you will endure a lifetime of dull, lingering chronic illness. It is a choice. We used to create negative karma effortlessly. We could ruin our lives with our eyes closed. Now, through repetitive infusion, we must train ourselves to create positive karma effortlessly, until benefiting others becomes our automatic response. Conclusion: the day is over. Life is diminished. To close, I want to share these powerful words. This day is past. Our lives are shorter, like fish in a shrinking pond. What joy is there in this? We must strive with diligence, as if our very heads were on fire. Life is impermanent. We are all that fish in the shrinking pond. How much more time do you have to squander on delusions? Starting today, stop holding your car wheels over your head. Learn causality. Establish right view. Condense your goals. Repeat them, and contemplate them until they are infused into your very marrow. Change, because once you do, you will find yourself becoming a person of high virtue, a Bodhisattva, and a sanctuary for all living beings. Thank you for listening to the Nectar of Dharma shared by the Buddha Practice Association of Australia. We'll see you next time.